Hello and welcome back to the channel. This isn't your average car that's just pulled in. This is my friend Tim. He's getting this 1952 Austin Champ. I must admit it's the first time I've seen anything like this. It's a bit different to your Land Rovers and Jeeps. I don't know a great deal about this, but I will pass the phone over to Tim, who will. Tim's a very good customer of ours. I bought a lot of my cars and projects off Tim, including the Saab 9000. Chris will know that one. I'll reference Chris in this video. But it's a lovely looking thing. I've never seen nothing like this on the road before. I imagine you would have a second look at this driving by. So we'll open up the bonnet. Again, nothing fancy like a bonnet pull. Good old traditional bonnet clips. I believe this is an Austin Rolls-Royce engine. Look at the size of that for a...
It's a Rolls-Royce designed engine, and this was built under licence by Austin. And the idea was the whole thing was completely waterproofed for 3 feet. And if you put a snorkel on the side, you can see the attachment for it there. I haven't got a snorkel for this one, but if you can imagine a snorkel on here going up, then the whole thing would go through 6 feet of water.
It's ideal, that. It looks the... But I've never seen nothing like that. I mean, this is a dynamo here. That's the size of an engine, an electric motor in some of these electric cars. And what's this?
That's the coil.
The coil. I mean, I'm a mechanic, and a lot of the stuff on here, obviously, way past before I was born. And this is your distributor.
Yeah.
You know, it's all very
fully shielded plug leads and everything.
I mean, I'll pass the camera over to Tim. He can do a walk around review because up to now I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I mean, other things, it's other party trick. For a 1950s vehicle, this had a 5-speed all-Synchromesh gearbox, and it actually has 5 speeds in forwards and 5 speeds in reverse, because there's no reverse gear in the gearbox. The reverse gear is actually in the back axle. So in theory, this vehicle will do 60 miles an hour going backwards.
That's ideal. That'll do some good speed camera.
Well, I think they wanted to sell it to the Italian army.
I like all this. Is this all?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, this is what they came equipped with. You know, a pickaxe and a shovel for getting them out of difficult situations. It's. I'm quite pleased with it. Obviously, the roof will come back. So vacuum wipers.
Yeah. So the faster you drive, the faster you wipe.
No, I think it works the other way around, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad used to have an old car, yes.
I think it does. I think the beggar with them was that the faster you went, the less vacuum you were getting.
He has me complaining if your car doesn't have rain sensing wipers. This will be obviously MOT and road tax exempt now.
It's road tax and MOT exempt, yes. So there's no. It's 69 years old, but it's not in bad nick. This one was restored in Belgium. As far as I can find out, it's served with the British Army in the Rhine. And it was disposed of while in Germany and will have been bought at auction. The problem these things had, they were very, very sophisticated and probably too sophisticated for the average army drivers and mechanics. And the sophistication was reflected in the price. You've actually got an all-independent suspension under there.
And I'll let them know, obviously.
That's all torsion bar suspension.
We'll arrange on another video when we'll get it up on the lift, and we'll. I'll be very keen to get this car up on the ramp. But if anybody likes it, put a comment in. Let me know what you want to see. I mean, maybe even as I've mentioned on my video, I'm busy doing up a Mercedes ML. Maybe take them somewhere, where to test a bit of off-roading. I'm not sure where, and with COVID restrictions at the moment, we're not really sure. But we'll
have to go careful with that. But the thing that was the death knell for these was that they were twice the price of a Land Rover. So the Army ended up cancelling the contract before it was fully delivered, and they started buying Land Rovers instead. And the advantage to the Army of the Land Rover was that the Land Rover was so uncomfortable going across country that no one would go fast across country, whereas this was just like riding a magic carpet, and the soldiers would bomb it across country, they'd end up tipping it over and all sorts.
I'm not sure if I can, but we'll maybe try. I'm not sure how good this camera is, but I'll try and get something of the underneath. It may not see much, but again, I'll arrange to get this done on the
Daniel, your dad's calling.
On that. So we'll get this just cut back in there, but obviously I'll try and get some of the underneath. And just off me looking underneath there, that looks a lot different to any kind of Land Rover or Jeep of a similar era. I'll try and get underneath the front, which I think will be better because there's more light. Ah, you see that there? Yeah, that's very sophisticated for a car this age. That's the kind of stuff you see on much newer cars. So yeah, that's great. I'll pass back to Tim. Maybe he'll do some of the interior and a bit more information on it.
Well, I think the interior is quite primitive.
No heated seats or cruise control?
There's no heated seats. There's nothing wrong with the aircon. I found that works all right. It's a fair old beast. You know, no doors. They can come with canvas doors. You can get canvas side panels.
I think it would look the part. Well, yeah. I assume they would just maybe clip in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just clip in. You can get canvas side panels for it.
I think
things of that
well,
ilk.
hopefully if the weather stops like this, it's not too much of a worry.
It's not. No.
And I assume is this permanent 4-wheel drive? Is it?
No. It's switchable 4-wheel drive.
Oh,
There's a
if you're sure on the side,
4-wheel shift around.
Obviously, this beats your your average trailer plug-in.
Yeah, that's a military one. The covers
plug your Abbey caravan, and well, actually that has.
Oh, we've got all that there. Yes,
we've got the modern plug on it.
And if I was going back to the original, it would have a military hook.
It has got the original military plates underneath, but obviously we can't really remove those because it has to go out on the road.
Yeah, quite a solid fuel filler cap.
Yeah. Well, you're not run out. The bad excuse to run out of fuel as well.
Yeah, that's the only. That's really non-original because it's a 20-litre can. It should be an Imperial one.
I actually have one of them in the garage. Yeah, have a look at that one. It might be the right size.
And there's your 4-wheel drive shifter down there.
Oh, so that's it down there.
Yeah.
And what is this? The handbrake? Or?
No. That's the forward reverse.
Oh, so that's your forward reverse.
That's your forward reverse lever.
See, all new to me, even as a mechanic.
So you've got five gears forward, 5 gears in reverse.
And that's about as basic as. Well, it tells you everything you need. I didn't expect it having a rev counter on.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And what's that? The indicators, isn't it?
That's the indicator.
This
That's
your
aftermarket. The indicators are aftermarket. And then you've just got a starter switch across there. There's no key on this particular one.
Oh, so there's no key?
Well, there's a key barrel there, but it's not working.
Well, I'll do. Well, I'll
maybe something I'll change later.
What we can do, I'll get Tim to start it up while I show the talk. Because I haven't got a clue how to jump into this, and I would have no idea what to press. I'll probably find something to start it. But if Tim wants, if you jump in,
I've got nice laser switch.
Also, it's got the battery isolator. Always a good thing to have. And have a little listen to the engine. Just watch the startup procedure. Be no depressing the clutch to start or a keyless entry.
No, put that on. Lights on.
There we go. I just felt something on my leg there and I realised there's the exhaust. Listen to that. Now it is, that sounds better than some new cars. No tapping, no rattling. I don't know how good this camera is for picking up that, but I can honestly say that does sound like most new cars are better than most new cars I work on.
2.8 litre lump.
2.8 litre.
And that is descended from the Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost of the 1920s.
I haven't even looked to see. So it's a 4-cylinder.
This
is a straight 4.
This is the one they call the B40 engine. Then there's a B60, which is a 6-cylinder version, and the B80, which is a straight 8 version.
Straight 8. So, bet you that would be first.
And they were all in all military, yes. This has a fuel consumption. It was designed to have a fuel consumption of 15 miles to the gallon.
Well, that's better than my Mercedes ML at the moment.
Well, I'm reliably informed that by diligent efforts, most army squaddies managed to get that way down into single figures.
I could imagine. Never mind towing something.
Yeah.
And obviously, not your average vehicle. So
not the average vehicle.
I will do some more videos on this, either somewhere off-road, off-road. But what I would like to do is, which I'm assuming Tim is maybe come here to ask me about, we'll get it up on a lift in the garage. It'll be very interesting to see underneath, but just looking at some of the basics on it, it's absolutely solid, there's just no rust anywhere on it. It's fantastic.
That's what I'm going to work on.
No, but what do they call that? That's patina.
Patina.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. I'll just switch it round. Just like to thank Tim for coming along to
no problem.
put on a video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe, share. See you next time.